Good morning and happy Easter. Here we are, Tuesday after Easter. Sun's out. It's freezing, but the sun's out. We recall that Jesus is risen, and we are here. I am here with coffee with creamer in it for the first time since the beginning of Lent. Well, besides this last Sunday and Monday. This is now day 3 of creamer in my coffee, and it's wonderful. A great way to start the day. And a reminder of the little joys that we can have in our life. I hope you all have had opportunities to experience joy and moments of prayer and reflection over the last few days and relaxation, even amidst this weirdness of probably loss of traditions, loss of normal Easter meals or normal holiday meals or just normal being at home or being with friends. It's not normal right now, plain and simple. Anyways, we had a lot of opportunity to be with family virtually, as well as friends, across screens, and to wash the feet of our little boys on Thursday, to commemorate the washing of the feet at the Last Supper, to kind of remember the cross on Good Friday. And then on Saturday night, my wife and I did do a little prayer with some candles to recall the Easter Vigil and that resurrection of Jesus in that night, that Easter Vigil night going into Easter Sunday. So hopefully you had something to kind of take a moment and reflect. At the same time, though, I was struck, and I continue to be struck, as I think a lot of us are, about everything going on and how Easter is going to and is feeling very different this year, as everything has, and it kind of sucks. And just this idea of there isn't really a significant change in regards to the virus, and the state of everything after Easter. I think of course, we all want little miracles to happen, and Easter Sunday comes, and it's like, yes, Christ is risen, that's right. Oh, yes, we are people who believe in the resurrection, believe that there is hope and there is joy, and yet this continues, and probably will for a time. I was struck, though, and I wanted to share with y'all just something very simple that came up this morning. My wife we were downstairs with the boys. They were going crazy, doing their crazy boy thing with a remote control car, zooming in and out. Whoa, crash, crash. And then Simon yelling, I want the blue car, green car. And then Philip going, no, I want the blue car, green car, blah, blah, blah. No, and then hitting ensues or whatever. Mayhem. And in the middle of it, all of a sudden I hear my wife go singing, going, we hold the death of the Lord deep in our hearts. Living now we remain with Jesus the Christ. And I kind of was like, whoa, yeah, that kind of sums it up. If you don't know the song, Now We Remain by David Haas, I then came upstairs and I opened up the songbook. I was like, oh yeah, and those verses are really good for right now too. And sure enough, verse 1. Once we were people afraid, lost in the night. Yes. Then by your cross we were saved, dead became living, life from your giving. Okay, yes. And it just struck me and has stuck with me. And so I wanted to share that. If you haven't heard the song or you don't know it, look it up. Now We Remain by David Haas. Maybe I'll even post a link in the comments section, as I think that's something that's going to help me in the next few days in particular as I try and celebrate Easter, while also trying to find motivation to keep going. Knowing how much death and suffering continue in the world, in our own backyards, everywhere. Um, just to keep remembering that we hold the death of our Lord, as we did this last weekend and continue to do, which is happening today. We hold the death of everyone. We hold the suffering deep in our hearts. But living, now we remain with Jesus the Christ, who is risen. And so I've been trying to really listen to that even in the last hour since I heard her sing that. The Spirit works in weird ways. I haven't told her that I'm talking about it right now. So I hope you all have a good start to the week as we come back into classes and working and everything. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. There's going to be moments of struggle. But once again, we're not alone. And now living as Easter people, we can hold that death and that suffering and that pain and that grief in our hearts deeply, and yet still remain living and finding hope and joy. So have a good day, everybody. Happy Easter.